Under the guidance of the Chinese embassy, Chinese-funded institutions in Guinea started to take a variety of strict measures to contain the virus spread. 13 days after Cao Guang was isolated, another colleague who had worked with him in treating a suspected Ebola patient died.
While in isolation, I received bad news that a radiologist in Guinea hospital died. This was the third medical staff who died in our hospital, and all of them had contact with the same patient. They probably got infected when doing checkups for suspected Ebola patients. How fragile life is. As far as I knew, the terrible virus had already killed 8 people.
The news of his colleague's death depressed him even further. He began to think of his own life and what would happen in case he died. He is grateful, though, for the support he received from his wife and his 10-year-old child.
During my stay here, my wife shared my experience with my son. I'm told that my son burst into tears. My wife told me this was the first time my son cried due to my health. I was very impressed that my son had grown up in one day.
Cao Guang dared not think of the future. He worried that he may not see his son again and perhaps never return to his homeland, China. However, he remained strong. By April 8th, 14 days after Cao Guang was isolated, the Ebola epidemic had claimed over 100 lives in Guinea.
My health condition remains good these days. Before, whenever I would feel a bit uncomfortable, I did not pay much attention to it. But nowadays, I'm more careful as I'm reminded that I might get infected. It's really a very bad experience.
As time went by, assistance and support from the medical team, Chinese netizens as well as his home country poured in. On April 11th, Dr. Wu was released from his 21-day isolation without getting infected. There were only 3 days before Cao Guang too would finish his 21 days isolation.
I would like to share the good news first. After 21 days of isolation, I moved out of the ward. Finally, my teammates would bring me food. Although I'd come into contact with my patients, I did not get infected. This experience is not different from big disasters like earthquakes or fires. Thank you very much for the assistance and the encouragement from my teammates as well as online friends. Thank you. I hope this epidemic will end soon.
A close shave perhaps, but one that the doctor would forever be grateful. Susan Mongeli, CCTV.